Welcome back to our channel, YouTube. We have such a special one for you today. This house tour is going to be one that goes down in history, I think, for so many reasons. But first, I want to introduce you to a brand new face that you have not gotten to meet yet. This is Destiny Ingalls. She is the lead designer that is responsible for all of the beautiful interiors you're going to see. Destiny, say hi to YouTube.
Hello.
She's a woman of few words today.
Yes.
We're dipping your toe into YouTube.
Just a little bit.
But we wanted Destiny to have all the credit that she deserves. She has been working on this project alongside, Kylie Ray Seberg, our senior design director, alongside the two of us for
4 well, you came on, yeah. This build has taken 4 years to build.
Great.
And Destiny came on once we were finally ready to put that final layer on into the interiors.
When did we rope you into this?
A year ago?
A year ago?
Yeah. 1 year.
So it has been
a long process.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has been such a meeting of the minds, such a culmination of talent, an incredible home that we cannot wait to show you. Like I said, we wanted to make sure you got to meet Destiny. You are going to prepare for the reveal that we are actually going to do here as soon as we're done filming, right?
Yes. Yep.
So we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah. So nice.
Before we get into the house tour, I want to thank Aveline for sponsoring this video. If you follow me over at Kristen Forgione on Instagram, you probably know I am a huge wine buff, and I am super familiar, thanks to Aveline, with this brand. It is a game changer in wine. I've been drinking wine for a very long time, and I don't think I really understood what was in wine earlier in my wine drinking journey, I would say. Winemakers in the US can legally put in up to 73 different additives that can change the flavor, the body, the mouth, every single thing about wine. Aveline is an organic wine company that uses organic grapes that does not add any sugar. So it is truly such a game changer in wine. I drink it almost every day. I don't know if I should tell you guys that, but my favorite at-home varieties are typically the rosé or the white. Today, I'm sipping on this amazing red blend that they have. It's light and crisp. I truly have not found one of these that I haven't enjoyed, and I'm not always a Pinot Noir fan. And this one I really like. So this is the Friends of Aveline set. Aveline is giving me 15% off for you guys only and free shipping. And one of the reasons why I think it's such a great opportunity to take advantage of the brand is you get to try all the different varietals. So then you can start ordering either the set or those online. My biggest issue right now, we're all experiencing it, is stock shortage, right? So I go to the store and I really want to get the rosé and they don't have it. Or I want to get the rosé and the sparkling and they don't have it. So if you order online, the stock levels are way better. I also hate schlepping cases of wine. So if I'm entertaining, if I'm gonna have friends over, right, those like 6 bottles, 12 bottles, it's just so inconvenient. So if you order online, it comes right to your house. It's super easy. And I really enjoy it. I also loved getting to taste and have the Friends of Aveline set, which is this one that you see right here, because I have different varieties for when my friends are coming over. I love to drink wine with food, and I can honestly tell you that all of these, specifically the reds, I think are really palatable even without food. Typically, I don't just drink a red without food, but their wines to me just really help kind of keep it balanced, and I don't get that like afterburner taste that sometimes you get from red wine without having that food component. I could talk to you about wine all day, but I know you guys want to see the house tour, so don't forget Kristen15, everything is linked in the description, and we're gonna get on with it.
So before we get into the kitchen finishes, let us tell you a little bit about the house. Like we mentioned, we have been building this for 4 years now.
4 short years.
4 short years.
JK.
Yeah, so we've gotten to know the project very well. The house is just under 8,000 square feet. We're up in North Phoenix in Arizona, so we are literally on the side of a mountain. That's part of the reason why it took so long. There's a basement as well, and they literally had to move all the dirt out of the mountain. They had to change all the vegetation, so there was a lot of land prep and site prep involved in the build.
In case you don't know, in Arizona, we have very specific rules about our very sacred saguaro cactus. There are a whole bunch of saguaro cactus on this property that had to be removed, replanted, regulated, all the things, and that actually took a really long time. Yeah. In addition, 400 feet of driveway, which took an even longer time.
Yes.
So we have been waiting for this moment, you guys, quite literally. I mean, of course, it's all about our clients, and our clients are wonderful.
Yes.
They're
Best
wonderful
clients ever.
Literally, the project, have we told them? Is called the Big Daddy Proj.
Yes.
And the reason why it is called that, we have truly been calling it that since we started with them 4 years ago, because our client Jeanette, she calls her husband Paul Big Daddy. And they're
the cutest thing ever.
Yes, and their entire family calls him Big Daddy. So it was just an instant connection. And so we now call him Big Daddy. We try to think of every iteration for project name based on how beautiful it is. It's rustic modern, it's on the side of a mountain, what can we call it, blah, blah, blah. And nothing fit like Big Daddy.
Yeah.
So this is and will forever be Big Daddy Proj. And we're gonna get into why.
So let's talk a little bit about the finishes at our Big Daddy Proj. As you can see, I am standing in front of a huge island. This is just under 14 feet. Pretty standard in a lot of our builds that you see. We have got these really large, massive kitchens, and the islands have to match that, of course. So we've got the waterfall edge detail on the countertops. This is actually a quartz. This is from Teltos quartz. It has that really heavy print that is made to look like an Arabescato marble, and it's got the durability of quartz, which is great. So that is kind of captured on this island. We have custom cabinetry throughout, and then I'll take you a little bit on this range run. So we've got the ILVE Nostalgie 48-inch gas range right here, and above it, this actually changed quite a few times. So we've mentioned this multiple times already, but this build took 4 years. So within 4 years, things change over the time that you initially design it, and we wanted to kind of make it feel a little more current. So we had some opportunities where we could change some things, but at one point this hood was actually supposed to be brass going all the way up to the ceiling, and our clients were actually on board, and then they kind of came back to it and they were like, we really wanted to see something a little more contrasting, and so we all settled on this Roman clay hood, and it's in a deep chalky black, and I actually love it. I feel like it totally draws your eye up to the ceiling. The ceilings are really tall in here, and it kind of brings it up, but it also grounds the space and just adds that perfect amount of contrast. We've got the quartz that runs all the way up on the backsplash as well, which gives a really nice clean look. Another thing, our client wanted a white kitchen and white cabinets, and you'll hear us say from time to time, like, we sometimes don't want to do white, but we broke it with the white oak on this wall, and so there's a lot of tambour fluting, which is that wood detail that you see. So custom cabinetry throughout. This took a lot of time in the build as well, but I think every little detail kind of came together really nice. So off the kitchen, we have the pantry back here, and this layout also changed quite a few times from when we got the plans to what it is today. Our client fell in love with another project that we showed with black cabinets, and she really wanted this space to feel different from the lightness and the brightness of the kitchen with the white cabinets. So you'll see in here, we have black cabinets with a black backsplash detail. Say that 10 times fast. That's a lot of B words. But right here, we chose to put the microwave in the pantry as well. So I think on the plans it was out in the kitchen, but it just makes a little more sense to have this as a prep space. So we've got the Wolf 24-inch microwave that is a drop down. Sometimes you'll see us put microwaves in, ooh, that was loud, in an island or in a lower drawer where it kind of pops out, but this one is above and pulls down. Another important appliance that we've got to talk about in here that I feel like the people of YouTube are going to fall in love with, and this was one of the most interesting requests that we've ever gotten, and we've probably have never done this before, and watch, now everyone's gonna want one of these, but this right here is called a Brew Express, and when I tell you the amount of thought and meetings that we had to have around this thing, this is actually made for RVs. So our clients are the ones that brought this to us. I really actually don't even remember where they've had experience with it, but they love it, and so they were like, we have to have it. We don't need the fancy schmancy built-in espresso machine. We just want our Brew Express. So this is built into the cabinetry right here, and you just brew your morning coffee. So simple as that. We didn't get to try it this week while we were installing, but I would love to try it because I've only heard amazing things. So that got integrated in here. We've got tons of storage. Let me take you through. Lots of open shelving in here, big drawers. We love our big drawers. They're like the best option for storage. You can put so much in them, so we really prefer that. Again, the quartz countertops carry through in here. And then another thing our clients had to have, which we're seeing a lot in all of our builds, people are wanting, is the LK water filler. There we go. I think I have to hit the sensor, but and it's just choosing to be a little funny today, but that's your water bottle filler, which is so nice. And we have the chiller right below it. So that kind of brings together the whole pantry.
One of the most special parts of this kitchen, I believe, is this morning bar concept that's right off of the kitchen. So As you know, the kitchen is the heart of the home. It's typically where we all entertain, and this house is so loaded with entertaining, you guys. Okay, I'm getting excited. Wait until you see the basement. It's incredible, but for now, okay. In the morning bar. So the concept for this, because it shares this beautiful, beautiful custom steel and glass shelving unit to the sky with the breakfast nook, was for it to have shared purpose. So as I mentioned, there is a basement and there's a huge bar that feels like hospitality level down there. So we wanted this to feel not quite as bar centric, but we also don't want our clients and their guests to have to go downstairs to make a cocktail or open a glass of wine. So when we styled this and when we designed it, we wanted to make sure that it would perform as a bar and or morning bar. So you can see we've got glassware, mugs, of course, plenty of beautiful, you know, just gosh, I love it all. Like detail in the glassware. But this place is loaded. It has under counter refrigerator, a window that is available to be open to serve, a under counter wine trough, champagne situation, beautiful tambour in the cabinetry that also talks to the refrigerator wall. And then look at this light pouring in. It's so beautiful. This is where they will have breakfast, probably their family meals. We also have a formal dining room, but I just think this space is so sweet and helps kind of cap off how it is a family home, although it's humongous. Off of the main living space is the office, and we wanted this to have vibes. And this took, again, we're gonna keep saying it, like a little bit of coercion for our clients to get them to take the jump into the earthy modernness that dark paint can give us. I think most homeowners, clients, consumers think, oh my gosh, if I paint it dark, is it gonna feel small? No, if you do it right, it's not gonna feel that way. In fact, it's gonna feel so rich and layered and deep and timeless and all the things that we want paint and rooms to feel like. So this is such a beautiful example of it. The paint color in here is iron ore, and it is a favorite at the Lifestyle Co. It's one that we've used forever and ever, and it always kind of translates a little bit differently. Here, I think it feels really, really dark and like soot-like, which is what we like. So our clients are newly retired, so I hope that they're planning their like beautiful European vacations in this office versus like working. But we wanted them to have a landing spot that they could call home, right, in terms of office needs. And this is absolutely doing the trick. We know you love your laundry rooms, and this one is one to love. And I will also tell you, there's no door on this laundry room. So if you're going to have a laundry room with no door, it needs to look like this. It really does. This place is a dream, an actual dream. Starting right at the front, we have a dog wash, which is so useful. I don't know, I go back and forth. I have a huge lab and like, I just feel like the water would be everywhere. So I don't think it's practical for me, unfortunately, but our clients have a teeny tiny, cute little thing. So this will be so useful for them. Storage closet, if you've been watching me for more than 5 minutes, you know that in here, there always needs to be power so that you can charge your Dysons. It's just like, it's one of those little life hacks that's gonna take you very far. So storage closet there, so much counter space. The cabinet color is Repose Gray. The flooring, let's talk about the flooring. A custom lay out of a really cost-effective tile. So this is a great demonstration of how you can make cost-effective tile work for you. We took 24 by 24 inch tile in, the spec is called Cemento, and did it in 2 alternating colorways, and then specified how we wanted it laid in the width of each piece. And it turned out in this custom stripe, which I absolutely love and has just created so much impact in this space. I already told you cabinet color. We continued the quartz, the Teltos that you saw in the kitchen in here. Nick's stopping to remind me to tell you about this thing, because we know you like the gadgets. This is the LG Styler, and it is a steam closet. It can also be a dryer. So, did it open? Oh my gosh, I felt like I was taking the whole thing with me. So the door is pretty robust, but inside this, you can hang your clothes here. You can steam your, look, pants crease care. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. You can also hang dry in here so that if you want your clothes to actually have the heat, you can do that, but drying hung, I'm obsessed. We're gonna try to get a little more familiar with this. But at the back of the space is a farm sink, which we absolutely love this detail here. Because the cabinet color was so soft, we tried to bring in as much detail in the hardscape finishes in other ways. Even something as simple that you might not consider as the kind of fluting here. Talked about the flooring. 2 washer dryers. There are actually 3 washer dryer units in this project, so we didn't feel the need to do stackables, which we typically do in homes of this size. So there's plenty of opportunity to do laundry. So much storage, gift wrap peninsula, like you name it, you got it in here. Yoo-hoo!
Over here.
We are in the Menage.
Yes.
Which was named by our client. I'm pretty sure this little space
Was the first thing she told us about.
kind of
right?
first and only she cared about for like a long time.
I remember her laying out the plans.
Yes.
She was like, so this is the house, but this right here, the Menage.
Yep.
She's like, this is where I'm gonna sit.
With my best friend.
Yes, with my bestie, and we're gonna drink wine.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. This truly was like one of the most important spaces to her. And I think this is a great example, right? We show a lot of family homes, which are amazing and wonderful. And our clients are grandparents, and they of course have their families over a lot. But because of the floor plan, we were able to utilize kind of this first floor and living space in a little bit more formal way than maybe you would normally see in some of our projects. So that was a great treat for us. I know Destiny loved it when she was designing the furnishings here. So these beautiful chairs are from Maiden Home, and they're doing all the talking, which is really what we wanted. Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. And then coming through the space here, again, this is intentionally meant to feel more formal. We don't see them sitting here, watching TV on the regular. This is where they'll have a game on, or they'll have, something on TV that is entertaining the crowd, but this is definitely a little bit more like hotel lobby-like, I think. This beautiful vignette, truly what's doing the talking, as I mentioned earlier, in this house is the grandeur, right? So we've got these beautiful vaulted ceilings, we've got beams, we've got 2 beautifully placed oversized chandeliers. Most of the lighting in this project is available from us. Everything will be linked that we can as well, but you can always go to our website and search by project hashtag at www.thelifestyleco.com. I know you want to know what this stone is, and it is Tuscany cream from Arizona Stone. It's all over in this house. It's here, it's also behind the wine wall, which we'll show you in a minute. And then we also used a complementing brick on the exterior. So this house is just so packed with so much texture, so many layers. I just feel like it has brought this desert modern, even more kind of take on organic desert living than maybe you've seen in some of our other projects.
So going a little backwards in the spaces, but we're now back at the entry of the home. So you'll notice this show-stopping flooring transition that we have. This is the Bedrosian's Magnifica porcelain in the narrow in the Taj Mahal, and we custom cut it and created this custom lay pattern. And I really think this is so eye-catching. And when you walk in, it really sets the tone for the home. And then we've got this ginormous, as you can see, it's literally like double the size of me, pivot door. That's custom made out of iron and glass. It's stunning. And then we've got this beautiful light fixture above. Because of the timeline of the project, our clients were able to see this actually in a spec that we did. And this is a stunning fixture that you can buy from us from thelifestyledco.com. Again, you can just search the hashtag, and all of the product links that we have available will come up. So off the entrance is the dining room. So you saw the morning bar and the breakfast nook area, but the dining room, our clients really wanted to have vibes and really set the tone. They loved that when you walked in, it really just takes your eye in. We've got this ginormous wine wall. So these are custom steel doors from Pinky's, and they turned out so beautiful. This is a temperature controlled wine unit. So you can see there's double racks of wine. So tons of wine storage. Our clients travel all the time. They go to all these wineries, so they've collected a lot, and they've got space for more collecting to do. But you can see it's got the LED light strip throughout. When you open the doors, it feels amazing inside because of the temperature control. But this really is just such a stunning moment when you walk in, and it also has the Tuscany cream stone as well, so it kind of pulls from the fireplace. And then I love the ceiling transition that we did in here. We've got the beams and then the tongue and groove detailing in between, so that just kind of brings these tall ceilings in and makes this a really cozy and inviting but dramatic dining room.
I'll never get sick of that transition. Okay, it's our favorite, the primary suite.
Yay!
Doors. Obviously you're noticing the doors. they got these.
Yes, from a local spot in Phoenix called Antiquities Warehouse. They wanted to make sure that they found the right vintage doors, and that's what they knew. They wanted something arched and something pretty, so they were willing to wait and find and search.
Yeah, they
for the perfect
searched.
ones.
Yeah.
And these are stunning. I love them.
They turned out so beautiful and really brings the rusticity really forward in this space. Overall, our client's aesthetic is pretty, I hate to say the word modern because it's so overused in design, but a consumer term would be modern, and that's what they told us, slash very rustic. So we really were playing over and over with this modern rustic palette that we were trying to provide range in because the house is so big. So I think this space kind of does stand on its own a little bit, and it's a little bit more traveled, maybe, than some of the rest of the areas. So this beautiful bed, would you guys just die if I like swan into it?
One of these days.
Yeah, is from us. It is such a stunning piece at a killer price point. It's available on our website. This is the third time that we've used it, I think. And every single time, every project, I'm like, why don't I have this bed?
I know. Well, the headboard is so tall. You literally can't. We are usually custom making to get that height.
Yes.
Because usually a standard headboard is like 50 inches and it just looks a little off. So
this one's 84. So it's beautiful. Yep. Paint color. I know you're wanting to know. Oh, we should also tell them the stat card. You guys, we have perfected all of the things that you want to know that we usually get like boom, 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 boom in the comments. So at the end of the video is a stat card for the project. So we love to hear from you in the comments, but check the stat card at the end of the video. It's the last frame that you'll see, and it tells everything from the paint color, which is your favorite.
Dunn-Edwards warm white.
And the flooring, also one of your favorites.
Yes, the flooring is Reward Flooring Luna.
Luna,
yes.
Coastal Luna?
Coastal Luna.
Again, tried and true, we've used it a million times, love it, love it, love it. So those are usually the two big ones. Island size is always on the stat card.
Room size, I believe.
Approximate room dimensions.
Yeah.
Ceiling heights. Thank you,
yes.
thank you. Ceiling heights. Anyway, so we really do try to be as useful as possible. Back to this space. Oh, you can see we brought in more gray here, a little bit more of a neutral base, not so high contrast. In fact, speaking of high contrast, this fireplace shiplap, per the original design, was black. And we talked our clients out of that. Not that it's not beautiful, and I think it has an application for sure, but because we wanted this room to feel a little bit more balanced and a little bit softer, maybe just a tinge more romantic and feminine, we were able to talk them into painting this accessible beige. I think it pulls all of those rustic, like deep, earthy tones from the cement surround in the fireplace. I still love that we do have some contrast in the fireplace back, herringbone brick, which looks beautiful, fireballs forever. This room turned out so just stunning and gorgeous. How about chandelier from Made Goods? Gorgeous. What's your favorite part of this space?
I kind of love this little vignette over here. We've got the chaise in the corner. You'll see like the views outside are insane. So I think this is actually a nice place that she really could sit and relax, read a book. We always say like you do have to fill a room when it's this large, but and so we always have to fill it with furniture. But I do think this is an area that will get used and be functional.
Into the primary bath. Our client's main driver on this palette was spa-like. And I mean, when I tell you she knew exactly what she wanted, this space, she knew exactly what she wanted. So we gave it to her, and it has turned out so beautiful. Kylie talked about how our client wanted a white kitchen. She also really wanted white cabinetry in her bathroom. So how do we make that work while trying to give it some warmth? In the cabinetry, we've got this beautiful banding in white oak. Fluting here, we carried the quartz countertops in Teltos. Wanted to keep it really classic with polished nickel. This is Purist from Kohler. This whole house almost is Kohler Purist. This bathroom in particular, we used a lot of finishes from Bedrosian, from the 12 by 24 Bianco Carrera marble, and then into the showers,
plural, you'll notice. So you can't just have one shower in a bathroom of this size, but this is actually the functional shower. So I'll take you in, let's shower together. As Kristen mentioned, we've got the Kohler Purist plumbing line. We've got a handheld, 2 separate shower heads and a rain head. Nice large bench that you can sit down on. And this is the Allure line from Bedrosian's on the surround. And then on the other side, we'll walk you around. This is your steam shower, which is so amazing. And our client really wanted to be able to lay down. So you'll notice we have an extra deep bench that wraps in this corner. So you can literally sit, lay down, turn your steam on, and like relax. Is that not the dream or what? That'd be such a great space to be when you're tired and other things. And as Kristen mentioned, this bathroom was very much our client's vision, and she knew what she wanted, and she needed this black bathtub. That was like on her #1 wish list. So we gave it to her.
We're gonna head down to the basement, but I know you guys are noticing this absolutely insanely scaled gallery wall. This wall threw even us and Destiny for a loop, because what do you do on a wall that big? I mean, it's literally like 14 feet of wall. The only option is gallery wall, pretty much, because it's the only thing that can get wide enough and tall enough that isn't going to feel like you just bought some, I mean.
Yeah, I also feel like it's pretty cost effective for the scale of it. Yeah, if you bought like a huge oversized custom artwork, that would be in the tens of thousands.
And we also like didn't want it to do too much talking, and I do feel like a custom art piece, which you would have to do as you mentioned, might like just take over. There's a lot happening here. It's a main space of the house. So anyway, so we went with the gallery wall. The family's incredibly beautiful, and it was an absolute beast to hang. This basement is so cool. There are insane elements like around every corner.
Yes.
There's one here-ish that we're so excited to show you.
Even I like still can't find where it is. So it's working.
Yeah, it's here. Hidden safe room, right? Isn't that so wild? Wow. Takes a lot, you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Boom.
Look at it, it's so seamless. Okay, and I will also say we were like in disbelief with this. We were like, come on, sometimes it ends up looking cheap. We weren't so sure about the paneling, but it turned out so nice.
Yes.
And it's such a unique element that, you know, not for everyone, but for these clients. Okay, we have not gone to show you guys a finished basement, I don't think ever.
No.
And they're not common here in Arizona, so it's a real treat to have this. And this is also definitely what contributed to the time frame, right? Basement homes.
Exactly.
Really long time. So we've seen a lot of golf simulators in our day, but this one is pretty good. And again, this was something that Big Daddy was like, we must have. So golf simulator really dictated the entire use of the space. Tell us about kind of Jeanette's vision over here.
So on this side, they're huge entertainers, and if you can't tell already by walking through the house, but they say like when they have people over, they're like constantly moving throughout the house. They don't stay in one area for long. So this is where they want to end up at the end of the night. Do you blame them? So when Big Daddy and his friends are golfing, Jeanette's a big golfer too, but when they're golfing, she wanted an area that they could be drinking wine, watching whoever's golfing over here, have a little vignette. There is a hotel that's very well known in Arizona called the Global Ambassador, and she absolutely loves it. And so every time she brought up this area, she's like, I want it to feel swanky like the Global Ambassador. So we had to bring some vibes. You'll notice this is probably one of my favorite gallery walls that we've ever done, and it's so unique. Our client, she had these records that have been passed down through her family, so they're like family heirlooms, honestly. She had boxes of them, and as we were walking through the house to get inspiration for the interiors, we always walk around drywall with our clients and just kind of revisit the spaces and see what they need. She just briefly mentioned that, oh, I have all these records. If you have something to do with them or figure out an idea, like we can use them, but if not, no worries. And we were like, of course we'll use them. And it turned out this insanely perfect gallery wall, and I absolutely love it. And I love that this will have some meaning to her as well. So it's so beautiful, and the whole area just kind of pulls together from it.
Can you tell we love this piece? Because we do.
I know, this is so nice.
It's so nice. Again, this was a brainchild, you guys. Our client is like so savvy. She basically was like, this furniture doesn't exist and I want you to build it for me. Yeah. So we did. So we did go back and forth about the size a little bit because they wanted it bigger, and we you know, we're kind of always trying to come back to me. Yes. And so we landed on 9 feet, it's 108 inches, and it has this beautiful serpentine kind of
S-shape.
Silhouette. And the whole concept is she wanted to be able to sit here, watch golf sim, maybe people are gaming over here, and have multi-directional seating. And it is so comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
It's so deep, it's so comfortable.
It turned out
so we can be like, you know, hi, doing our thing. Oh, I love it. It's definitely, I think, gonna be one of their favorite pieces. So, okay, bar. This bar. I mean, I actually think we may have designed this whole scheme.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Maybe even before the kitchen.
Yeah, and this didn't change.
No, this did not.
We loved this bar.
Yes,
from day one, and we still obviously love it.
Yeah, from day one. So gaming over here, I think let's start where you are.
Yeah.
Let's talk flooring.
Yes, so we wanted this to kind of feel hospitality vibes, like this is a true bar in your favorite hotel. So you'll notice in the transition down here, we chose to break the wood with a cement tile flooring, and this is more of a bold pattern choice, and probably something that doesn't feel as timeless, but in this application, I think it's absolutely perfect. This will always do the talking and create the energy and the vibes of the space. So this little area that is broken by actual bar height countertops. So there's counter space over on that side, and then we wanted this to feel a little more prominent. So we carried through, this is the black mist toned granite that we always love. It's such a great spec, and it's really nice and chunky at a 3-inch mitered edge, and it waterfalls on either side. So you really take that in, and it's just a really, really beautiful area. And then take it away to the bar.
Lighting overhead is from Visual Comfort. These are a forever favorite as well. The shape, we were really particular on the shape here. We threw around like, do we want a globe? Do we want it to feel a little bit more deco, or do we want kind of this more bespoke feel? And I'm so glad we did it and we stuck with it. So those are from Visual Comfort. Into the actual bar, I mean, you guys, this thing is huge. You could bartend like for 50 people in here, no problem. The paint color is Aegean Olive. I remembered it. Which is like this chalky kind of olive color that I think just played really well. This was 100% exactly how we thought it would be and how we wanted it, and it turned out beautiful. We did these brass shelves with this U-channel LED lighting underneath. It just like comes at you and it makes you like want to be like, ooh, what are we having tonight? But as Kylie mentioned, they're entertainers. They're gonna get so much use out of it. So 2 under counter wine fridges. There is ice, cocktail ice here. There is the champagne trough, which can also be used as a sink. And then we also have a full bar sink. I think this is like the most done thing I do on YouTube is this Delta glass rinser. Never gets old. You guys, I use mine every day, and we pretty much make sure that clients, if they want them, have them. And there are 2 in this house. Maybe we'll get 3 in another. But so many cocktails can be made, tons of wine storage, obviously. We also have a dishwasher down here. If you have the opportunity to put a dishwasher in your bar, it's so useful because the last thing we wanna do is have our clients, carrying wine glasses up the stairs. Easy opportunity for breakage. So if you have the space, a dishwasher, either drawers or under counter, is gonna be a game changer for you. So there's a whole livability side of this basement. We have a powder bath here, a gym, stackable washer dryer, another full bathroom, which I'll show you if you come this way. This bathroom, we've called the teen bath, even though their grandchildren are teeny tiny, but it turned out to be such a great space. There's no light in here, so you kind of have to just deal with that. We either keep it really light and airy, or we make it dark and moody. In this case, clients wanted to keep it pretty light. So we went with the dark cabinetry. This tile is tried and true. This is actually the same tile that we showed you in our Modern Mission reno that we wouldn't tell you the spec for a while, and YouTube went crazy. I think it's since sold out in that size, which is why we couldn't tell you, but I will tell you this size. This is the 8x16. It's called Ostuni. It is the best porcelain looking limestone that we have ever found, and it's because of the tumbled edges. So we're still using it in this size and really like it. We've got a full shower, obviously 2 sinks side by side. It's just a great space that will service this side of the basement. And then Kylie is going to show you the kids' space in here. It's stunning.
So while there are no little kids that actually live here full time, they do watch their grandkids a lot, and I just think that is the sweetest thing ever, that they really wanted them to have a full playroom, a place to live, a place to hang, a bedroom that I'll show you, and I love that about them. That just like tells you exactly about our clients, the people that they are. So there is a full playroom back here, and a lot of that has to do with while they're gaming and playing golf, they wanted the kids to be able to be close by and have their own area to hang out. So we've got play table, another gallery wall over on here, and then we've got a full living room set on this side. This is actually a motion piece. So a lot of times clients ask us for recliners, and I will tell you that there is like so much better looking motion furniture that's coming to the market, which is amazing for us designers. So we don't have to say, sorry, we won't put your recliner in. And so this is actually a really beautiful piece, and with the switch of a button, it lays back and reclines. So you can watch a movie, golf, whatever you want to do, and hang out in the space. And then off the living space, we have another guest bedroom down here. And then this room, like I mentioned, they really wanted the grandkids to feel at home. This, like Kristen mentioned, we were calling it the teen room, but it's a little baby and a 4-year-old. And I absolutely love how this came together. We've got a boy and a girl. So when we're doing mixed genders, we always want it to feel androgynous and gender neutral. And I think the way Destiny designed this room, it really just hits all the marks. We've got the color blocking wall detail. I want to say this color is smoke and ash, and it's just a tried and true, such a favorite of ours. And we've got the twin beds that kind of meet in this corner, and then they also have trundles. So as their families grow, they've got so much room for them to grow into, and the kids can have sleepovers here with grandma and grandpa. Actually, they call her Glammy, and I think that's so cute. But I love this room, and I think the kids are gonna have so much fun in here.
We are in our room, our apartment.
Welcome to our apartment.
If we had an apartment, this would be it. Don't you think?
Yeah.
If I do you then?
That'd be fun.
I'm a lot older than you, but this would be our apartment. Come on in. I could honestly live here. So good. Yeah. This space was designed from the very beginning to have a little bit different identity than the rest of the home. We wanted it to feel intimate, we wanted it to feel special, very poignant. We literally thought about every single finish in here. Specifically in an intimate space, you need to be really thoughtful with everything because you don't get a lot of opportunities, right? So this is one big room, kind of studio style. Over here, we took this opportunity to give our client the mixed media gallery wall that she wanted. Honestly, because there was kind of no other wall small enough in the rest of the house to do this. So it turned out so beautiful. I love it. It feels, I wish you guys could know Jeanette. She's so wonderful. I keep looking at Kylie because we just love this woman so much. And she says Swanky with an SH. We say Swanky. I don't know, but when she sees this, she's gonna be like, it's so Swanky. Can you wait? We're revealing to her this afternoon. So it's such a special day and I'm so glad you guys are here for it. But so we got this little moment. This is entrance to the main house. You can still get in here from the main house, which we love. Then into living space. Take me back. What was our, it's pretty simple in here, but we wanted it to be impactful.
Yeah, I think the main focus in here is kind of making every furniture piece a little more intriguing and nice to look at. So I love this double rolled arm that goes all the way around. This you can buy from the THELIFESTYLEDCO. And then again, just every piece is kind of interesting and has a little personality to it. Then taking you over into the kitchen. So it's so nice when separate living spaces have a fully built out kitchen. A lot of times it's not necessary, but it helps with the livability of it as well. So this is fully loaded. We've got refrigerator, our microwave. We've got a full range, gas range right here. So you can do full cooking and all the capabilities of a normal kitchen in this little space. Again, like I said, or like we said in the beginning, we could totally live here. Countertops are from Arizona tile, ivory white honed quartz, tried and true. We absolutely love it. We've got flat front white oak cabinets. So again, kind of took the opportunity, separate space from the house. We wanted this to feel a little more clean lined and a little more modern than some of the other finishes throughout. A Zalige backsplash, you can never go wrong with that. Lots of open shelving in here with tons of styling and accessories from none other than the THELIFESTYLEDCO that you can shop directly from us. Something that is nice in a space that's not used all the time is you can do open shelving because you don't need that closed storage. We've got plenty of storage in the lower drawers here. So it's a great opportunity to get that styling moment and showcase those pieces that you absolutely love. And then we've got our gorgeous little farm sink under the window with the light pouring in. It's such a cute space, and a dishwasher.
The casita has its own primary bedroom. That is so tranquil, such a vibe. I'm so proud of our clients for going with us on the paint color. This is Urbane Bronze, which is a favorite at the THELIFESTYLEDCO, and honestly with so many designers because it's such a dynamic color. It gives so much. Sometimes it looks olive, sometimes it looks a tinge brown, sometimes it plays these different roles, which I love so much, specifically in a bedroom. We also took this opportunity to do wallpaper on the ceiling, which is always going to provide a little bit more kind of some sheltering, cap the top. This bed is doing a ton of talking. We made it nice and fluffy. These are not minimalist beds in this project. We loaded them up. Double stuffed duvet, as always. beautiful linen. I just think that this space just feels like if this was a hotel, can you imagine if you checked into a hotel and the bed looked like this when you came in? I can't, it would be wonderful. There's a petite seating area also within this space, and then double sinks and shower into this bathroom. There's so much natural light. I think you can tell the scheme, again, keeping it nice and clean. We've got the Teltos. This is also repose gray. Plenty of like space here, right? So much storage, so much counter space. I just think that the desert tones are working so well in here. And then wet room with shower and water closet. I think that's a wrap.
I know.
On 8,000 feet. Are we like ready to say goodbye to this project?
I know, it's gonna be a sad one to get rid of.
But we can't wait to reveal to our clients.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. I wanna thank Avaline for sponsoring this video. My code is Kristen15. Get it while you can. Destiny.
Yes, Destiny, absolutely amazing job. She killed the interiors. I think it really helped bring that final layer and pull the house together. And obviously our team, the install this week was, as you can imagine, a little chaotic, but we couldn't do it without our team.
Someday we need to get YouTube from like start to finish on an install. Would you guys like that? I also feel like we need to get you a reveal, like a full reveal. Talk to us in the comments. Tell us what you want to see from us. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye, YouTube. Yes.